So Hackidemia is a non-profit foundation for STEM education for young kids and for young hackers. It started in August 2012, born out of Singularity University, situated at the heart of Silicon Valley. So in a nutshell, Hackidemia is a mobile innovation lab. So we don't have our own office, but we created this virtual platform for hackers all around the world to share their ideas. And we compile teaching materials from these hacking ideas, and then we pass it on to the younger generation, like young kids starting from age of 6 to teenagers and to other young hackers. Now, personally, I think my journey to my decision to join in Hackidemia started from a while ago when I tried to explain what artificial intelligence was to my mom. And I found it very difficult to explain such a technical term in a very intuitive way. So that's one of my motivation to write this book. And as I explained earlier, this book would start with very intuitive, real-life examples, and most of them are very interesting. So I would like to explain a lot of these research works in a very intuitive and interesting format, so that the general public can understand more of the scientific concepts. And I believe that Hackidemia, this is also a main purpose of Hackidemia, and that's why I would like to take part in the action. Okay. So initially, we designed a toolkit specifically for the Chinese audience. That is the air quality detection toolkit. It's a very simple toolkit that has a microcontroller with several air quality sensors. When we integrate the air quality sensors with the microcontroller, we will be able to detect a number of factors of our air, including the humidity, the concentration of carbon dioxide, and particles, density of particles in the air, and a few other factors. But it was a shame that the toolkit arrived late to the workshop that we planned for the Beijing audience. So instead, we ran another workshop, which is DNA extraction from fruit. This is also a very fun to play with. Well, this is also a very interesting workshop. It allows us to explore the idea of the concept of DNA and genes through hands-on experiment. And we were able to extract DNA from fruit such as banana, strawberry, pineapple, any fruit, using everyday materials we can get hold of, such as detergent, salt, and medical purpose alcohol. So these are all the materials you can buy from the supermarket or a pharmacy, and for very low cost. And you can easily administer this experiment at home. So I think this will break down a lot of psychological barrier between the young kids or the general public who are not working in a scientific discipline and scientific subjects.
why would somebody want to get involved with Hackidemia? What about schools? Can you get them involved?
Yes, actually, we are looking for collaborations with primary schools in China in general. Hackidemia has run many workshops successfully all around the world, so I think it would be beneficial for the Chinese audience to involved in this movement. So I believe that children are much more creative than adults because as we grow up, we always try to learn the rules that are commonly accepted to the general public. And during this process, we partially lose our the creativity. And in the teaching experiment we devised for the young kids, in the courses, in the Hackidemia courses, we half of the time we try to teach a very basic concept to the young kids, and then we combined hands-on experiments with basic scientific concept. So typically, a Hackidemia workshop can be divided into 3 parts. The first part is to introduce very basic scientific concept to the young kids. And then the second part is about hands-on experiment. Through this experiment, we aim to increase the interest of the young kids to scientific subject. And the most important part is after the experiment, we encourage the attendees to form groups and then create their own idea about how to devise their own experiment and explore a question, any question they can come up with. And we find out that the kids are so creative that as a matter of fact, we learned more from them than they learned from us, if not equally.